The more that you try to help a man, give him advice, make his life easier, support him in some way, the worse that your love life is probably going to get. The more that your man is going to become passive, apathetic, uninspired to take care of you, or the more he's going to actually get irritated and push you away and withdraw, staying away from you, not being as energetically close to you. And the reason why is because when you are supporting a man in this way, you are in your masculine energy. We can call this mothering energy, we can call it masculine energy, we can call it leading energy. You are trying to give to him. You're giving your support to him in a masculine way, which means that you are taking on the masculine role. And when you take on the masculine role in a relationship, he is going to increasingly go into the feminine role. He's going to be more passive, he's going to just be receiving, and he's going to be doing less of the thing that you actually really need from him, which is being in the giving role. So what do you need from him? What do you need from a man? You need him to lead, you need him to take charge, you need him to plan, you need him to be thoughtful, to be generous, to provide for you, to protect you, to be proactively leading you to make your life easier. So the more that you are supporting him in this masculine way, the less he is going to do that. And what's going to happen to you? You're going to get exhausted. You're going to get resentful. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to get anxious. You're going to have to go more into your masculine because you're not getting the support and the care that you need. And you're probably feeling anxiety because he might be withdrawing more from the relationship. It just creates this huge mess, and don't do it. In this video, we're going to talk more about why you shouldn't be doing it, why you do it in the first place, and really what you should be doing instead so that you can get the kind of man, the kind of behavior from a man that you want and need, which is a devoted masculine man who is cherishing you and leading you so that your life can be a lot easier. Before we get into it, I'm going to introduce myself. Hello, my name is Zach Rohde. I'm here to lead you into creating the relationship of your dreams using your feminine energy and what I call feminine communication to inspire a man into cherishing you. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that below, hit the notification bell, and be sure to like this video because I'm going to make sure it's a really good one. So first of all, why do women do this in the first place? Why are you not able to just fully open yourself up and receive and be taken care of? Well, the main reason why boils down to self-worth. Ultimately, pretty much everything boils down to self-worth. In childhood, you were conditioned, at least to an extent, to believe that you are not 100% fully worthy of being taken care of and cherished. You had to earn your love in some way by cutting off parts of yourself, maybe becoming more stoic and unemotional, maybe by being really supportive, maybe by being really generous, being the good girl, all kinds of possibilities. So you learned that love is not unconditional. You learned that you're not able to receive love unless you are kind of being someone that you're not. You have to be giving value in some kind of way to be worthy of being cared for. And so ultimately the message that you learned is you need to be in your masculine to be lovable. That's what it comes down to. Even way before you even learned what those terms were. What is masculine, what is feminine, it doesn't matter. You unconsciously learn that. And so when you get older and you grow up and you get into relationships with men, first of all, you probably attract men who are more feminine, which is very easy to do today because most men are quite emasculated. Sorry to tell you, I got a lot of compassion for you growing up in this horrible society where most men are not taught how to be men at all. So you'll attract those kind of men from the get-go, and then you will bring out often the worst in them, their more feminine, more emasculated version of them because of the way that you show up with them. Where you're mothering them, where you're taking care of them, where you're the one that's supporting them. You're in this motherly role, which means he's kind of in this little boy mode, right? He's being taken care of by mommy. What happens when that happens? Well, he starts acting more like a little boy. You start acting more like mommy, he starts acting more like a little boy. Does that turn you on? Do you get attracted by that? No, I don't think you do. So you end up losing attraction. It creates such a big mess. So this is your self-worth that is co-creating this situation. You are responsible for this. Now, of course, the man is responsible for acting like a little boy regardless of how you show up. That's still his responsibility. If I'm having a conversation with him, oh boy, we're going to be talking about how he needs to get his act together, how he needs to find his balls and start leading. But we're not talking to him. We are talking to you and what you can do about this situation. And what you can do is to shift more into your self-worth, so out of these low self-worth behaviors and into being vulnerable, into letting go of control. So first of all, just stop doing all this stuff. Stop doing any kind of supporting. Why are you supporting in the first place? Like, yes, it's low self-worth, but what feeling is coming up for you that's compelling you into that? It might be a feeling of need. It's like this kind of needy feeling, I got to do this to support him. It might be a feeling of anxiety. Like if you don't do it, something bad's going to happen. He's going to drop the ball, or maybe he's not going to love me enough in some way. Might be a feeling of guilt or shame. It's like I'm bad, or my behaviors are bad if I'm not being the supportive mother-like figure. And so those feelings compel you into the unhealthy behavior. And then the end result is he becomes more passive or irritated or whatever and doesn't show up in the way that you need. So the key is in understanding that it's these feelings that are doing this, and learn, first of all, how to get really comfortable with these feelings. Like if you're feeling anxious and the anxiety is compelling you into this unhealthy pattern, are you able to just sit with your anxiety? A lot of women can't, right? When women come into our academy program, we get a huge range of women. Some are incredibly good at being in their body and feeling all their feelings and just allowing everything that comes up, done a bunch of somatic work and all this kind of stuff. We have other women on the spectrum who've like never taken a minute to just feel the feelings that are in their body. They're living way up here all the time in their head. And that means that when those feelings come up, it's going to be very easy to be compelled into the control pattern. So step number one is to work on feeling the feelings that are coming up, no matter how uncomfortable they are, and get to a place where you can just be comfortable in the discomfort. That's what I call it, right? Like, for example, if I'm anxious about something, I'll put my attention in my body. Like men can and should do this too. Feel all the feelings. Oh, wow, it's really uncomfortable. But I'll be comfortable in it. It's like, yeah, I can stay in this discomfort. I don't really like it, but I'm just allowing it. It's okay. My attention is there. So you need to be able to do that. Otherwise, you're going to keep enabling. You're going to keep enabling. You're going to keep enabling. And then the other thing that you need to do is you need to learn feminine communication. And that part of that is being truly vulnerable, right? So opening up your heart energetically, sharing all of your feelings, feeling all of your feelings, and wearing your heart on your sleeve. It's not just about talking about the feelings. It's about energetically actually opening yourself up, which a lot of women struggle with, especially, again, if you're up here and not fully in your body. So when you learn feminine communication, you're going to be able to communicate what is actually going wrong for you. So let's say a man is complaining about work, pretty common thing, and you feel anxious and guilty or whatever, so that compels you into giving him advice and holding space for him and trying to support him and all this kind of stuff and mothering him. Well, if you learn feminine communication, instead of focusing on giving support to him, you can focus on opening yourself up to be supported. Because what you actually need in that moment is support and help and care for your feelings, for your anxiety. So there's a pretty big difference between saying like, oh, okay, well, here's something you can do. And like, have you considered doing this? Have you talked to your boss about this, right? That's that masculine support. You're not supposed to be doing that versus, and of course he's co-creating it by complaining about work in the first place. Like that's on him, but you're contributing to it. Instead, focus on you. What's coming up for you? Oh, you're feeling anxious. Oh man, please have some help. I'm feeling some anxiety that's coming up. And then he's going to ask, like, why is this anxiety coming up? And then you share it. I'm not going to go into it in this video. I do in some other videos, and of course I do in so much more depth in my academy program. But basically you need to share what the problem is without blaming or judging him. You're making it about you. That's vulnerable communication. So that he understands what the problem is, so that he starts to step up. He's inspired to step up to, first of all, stop complaining as a preliminary thing. You can do that right away. And then two, to start shifting whatever the problem is that he was coming to you for support in the first place, right? So it's like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm going to just get this handled. And it is often not as easy as that. Sometimes it is, and if so, great. I'm also making it sound a lot easier than it actually is in a lot of cases, because some men are very deeply emasculated. But the point is, when you stop enabling his patterns, Just have faith that he will figure it out. He is capable of figuring this stuff out on his own, getting the support that he needs on his own, making these decisions to fix his life. The more that he relies on you to support him emotionally, practically with advice, whatever, the weaker he is going to become. It doesn't actually help him. He needs to learn how to shift out of boyhood, which he is stuck in, into manhood. And he figures that out, one, by you not enabling him, not mothering him anymore. And number two, hopefully getting some kind of masculine support and proactively stepping up and solving these problems. But step one is you getting out of the way. And step two is you inspire. Like, here's the thing. Ideally, he's got all these masculine role models for him to step up and shift this, but he probably doesn't. What you can do, though, is be such an inspiration for him because you're just so vulnerable. You're so soft. You're so much in your self-worth. Your heart is just so beautiful and on your sleeve that it inspires him to figure it out. It inspires him into that manhood, whatever that looks like. That is the best gift that you can possibly give him. And the best thing about that is, it's also the best gift that you can give yourself, is to open yourself up vulnerably to his support, because that's actually what you need. So he becomes a better man by you focusing on becoming a better woman. Keep watching these videos because so many of my videos will paint you a picture of what this looks like and the communication, everything you need to do. And if you would like expert professional support to shift this as quickly as possible, I would love to speak with you on a call to talk about if it makes sense to work with us in our Academy program. The way you're going to do that is go below this video, open up the description, click on relationshipyourdreams.com, watch the video on that page, and then book a call with me, and I will see you there, and we will have an absolutely amazing time speaking together.